So the first love comes chapter 3. So you talk about God and we talk about first love and baby daddies, and you know when the first love is gone, it's gone. Or is it ever gone? Is it okay? So your first love, the first man, because when we speak of first love, people automatically go to the first man they ever really felt some kind of connection with. But is that truly what first love is?
I was
Based on what she said, what would you suggest first love be?
Well, I mean, like you say, everybody's gonna have their own opinion, but to me, until you have a defined relationship with God, I never knew what love was until I realized how much He loved me. Like, when I was not even knowing that He was protecting me and shielding me, how He was right there. And when you sit down and you really collect your thoughts and think about all the events in your life, then you realize that's real love. Like, this person never left me, was always looking out for me, always had me under His radar. And to me personally, like I said, real love has to be defined for me first beginning with Him. Because I didn't know love until I knew Him.
And then when you, I'm sorry, from moving forward from God's love, you have to love yourself. Because nobody can do me better than I can do myself. I'm going to get out and make sure I don't need for nothing. I'm whole, I'm good, I'm happy. That's coming from what God has put inside of me.
So it still goes back to God being your first love. Because think about the mental restraints as we talked about before and being shackled in the mind. If you do not know God, then you are in darkness. You're shackled in the mind. So you can't make that conscious decision that it's all about me. So then you find yourself, you're breaking the call windows out. You're checking the text messages. You're showing up at the other people's house because you want to know what's going on. But is that truly something you would be doing if you knew God? Because if you know God and you know that you're first, will you still do that?
We know God, and we all, from my personal experience, I feel like I have a really good relationship with God, and I know my worth and myself and what I expect out of a relationship, but we all make mistakes. We all go through life and make bad decisions from time to time. So I can't say that I would be the one at the call, at the apartment, here or there. I mean, life happens and you got to stay prayed up. You make that mistake, you try not to make it again.
Okay, so I would think that is really not, that doesn't define who you are as a Christian, that you're breaking windows or that you're doing that, because God, most people don't go to God until they have a reason to go to God. You understand what I'm saying? Unless you're out there lost, then you're not really seeking God. So when you're going through all that, I would say all of that is the plan to bring you to the next level. And the backside of love is a spiritual story about a young woman seeking redemption after the loss of her child. And because of that loss is what gets her to go back and analyze all the relationships she's been in and realize that she mentions when she was a little girl how her life was. So God was her first love. And when she turned her back on her first love, then that's when her life started spiraling. And it took her to finally realize in the last chapter, it's called The Circle of Life, to come all the way back to God, her first love. Wonderful discussion, panel. Again, BJ and Latoya. And I'm Melissa Carr. And that was our first Backside of Love book discussion.
See you later.